Welcome back to another episode of The Lounge. I'm your host, the Lounge Heavyweight Champ, Mr. J, and I'm back with the guys, man. Like always, to my right, I'm sorry to be actually to my left, I got my boy, the man, the myth, the legend, Celtics super fan, Mr. Captain Sherm. How you doing today, Sherm?
Howdy, howdy. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
Excellent, man. I'm feeling pretty good, man. To his left, I got the man from the 757, 14-time All-Star, 6-time MVP, GM of the Year, rigging tournaments currently. We got my boy Mr. Bo Hagen in the cut.
What's up, y'all?
And you already know below him, coming from up the street, an extraordinary, if you may. We got the 11-time kickball champ, Mr. Lucius left foot himself, Rico. What's going on with you?
We're good, man. Warrior.
Yes, sir. Joining us for the first time. We've been trying to get this man on here for a minute, man. My boy done got, look, Els, he got the Tesla and act different with us now, don't he?
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But we got my main man, my boy Unc, man. We got my boy Mr. Johnson in the cut, man. Johnson, how you doing, my brother?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I'm happy to be here. Talk some ball with y'all boys, man. It's been a long time coming, so I'm excited.
Yes, sir. I told you, bro. He ain't mess with me and Els no more. Els probably
crazy.
made him mad or something. So, man, we're gonna hop right into it with some ball knowledge. And we got a few players through the dribble game look connections. I want y'all to connect these players together by mutual teammates. Sherm, don't hog all the shine from these boys now. You know how you do.
Do your thing.
Starting first, we will be connecting Mr. Draymond Green to Mr. Tim Duncan.
Okay. Which conference?
Yeah, y'all pretty much just got to think of teammates.
This is a good one.
I gonna say I'm trying to think too now because I wasn't gonna play it with y'all because I hadn't did it.
That's a good one.
Let me think.
This is a good one.
Johnson, you understand the game?
No, sir.
You basically have to connect Draymond Green to Tim Duncan via mutual teammates.
I got it.
What you got?
Dang, bro. Draymond played with Pat McCaw. Shout out to him. Pat McCaw went to Toronto, played with Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard played with Tim Duncan. Yes, sir. Talk to me now.
Patrick McCaw, Kawhi, and then Tim Duncan. Dang. Y'all gotta step it up.
I'm trying. You started off with a heavy hitter.
Right.
That was a tough one.
This game is built for Sherm.
All right, I got one that'll be a little bit tougher for y'all then. I got y'all.
He said a little bit tougher.
So how you getting tougher, bro? What you mean?
Because, bro, the other one was way too easy.
Shit.
All right, let's do Jalen Green to Tyreek Evans. Actually, this one might be simpler than I think. I'm gonna shut up.
Tyreek Evans.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be Trevor. No, it wouldn't be Trevor Ariza.
I was on that path too. I don't want to help y'all, but I definitely had some ideas.
So Tyreek Evans, he played for the Grizzlies, the Pacers. He played for the Kings too, right?
Yes, he did. That's where he started his career.
Yeah.
Y'all want a hint? Y'all good? Because I got a good hint, but y'all might get it a little quicker then. Jeff Green is a good starting point from Jalen Green. That's to help y'all out because Jeff Green played on 47 different teams.
He's been around, including overseas. He's been around.
He might not have played directly with Tyreek Evans, but it's definitely some Jeff Green teammates that have played with Tyreek Evans.
Come on, stat news. You got this.
I'm stumped, Chief. I'm stumped.
You stuck, man?
Tyreek Hill, man. That's just taking it. It's taking it
Tyreek
back a bit.
Tyreek Hill.
I mean, not Tyreek Hill, but
Tyreek
Hill. It's just taking it back a little bit.
Let's think about Jeff Green, his teammates.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know.
Yeah, bro.
Wait.
Go ahead and start filling out the puzzle, bro.
I'm trying to get it too now. I'm thinking I'm in the right direction. Keep going.
Jeff Green. Did Jeff Green ever play with Tony Allen?
In Memphis 2014, 2015. Let me see. Let me see. You said Tony Allen?
Yeah. Am I tweaked? Or were they traded for each other?
You might not be tweaked. Let me see. Because Tony Allen, he had 2 chances to be with Tony Allen.
With the Celtics.
In Memphis and in Boston.
Yeah.
Dang, this one done stumped all y'all. Tony Allen was on that team.
So he's playing with Tony Allen. Tony Allen played with Mike Conley. I know Mike Conley played with Tyreke Evans. I'm tweaked.
Where at though?
Memphis.
Oh, Tyreke Evans did. Yeah, you're right then.
Yeah,
you're 1,000% right.
There we go. That's Sharon's new name. Stat Muse.
Definitely, that is correct.
Stat Muse, nah.
Man, y'all, hey, I ain't gonna lie, that's CERN pulled that one out the hat because I didn't think Tony Allen.
Bro, Sharon had to, bro. Nobody else gonna get these.
Y'all know my Celtics, man. You know.
Hey, man, you know how that go. But all right, we're gonna move into the next part of our show, which is the draft segment. So each of us have brought 3 players to the table, and we can start with one of you all. And it's I don't know who wants to start. But we all got 3 players, and we're gonna give our reasons for why we think they should be. They're very underrated picks, very slept on picks. And if you love the guy, you can agree and give your input. If you hate the guy, tell us why you hate him. Sir, being our resident draft expert, Sherm, we're gonna let you take a little bit of the lead in this one. So, Mr. Els, do you want to give us one of your players, or you want someone else to start?
Oh yeah, I'll go.
Go ahead.
I like Ryan Dunn out of UVA.
Talk to us.
6'8", guard. Arguably one of the best defenders in the draft this year. He can do almost everything on the defensive side of the ball, from play to lanes. He can got good perimeter defense, and he shoots fairly well from the 3 also. I think that he'll fit. Ideally, he's probably what almost every team probably needs, a good 3-and-D guy. So I feel like he can fit pretty much anywhere.
Gotcha.
So that's one of my people.
Gotcha.
What y'all think? What's the name? What's the name again? I'm sorry.
Ryan Dunn.
Ryan Dunn. What y'all thinking, Sharon? Give us your expert opinion.
I actually agree with them. I love Ryan Dunn. He's one of the best perimeter defenders in this draft class. He's very athletic, has a little bit of a handle. I actually disagree though about the shooting. I think that's going to be the weakest point in his game. Like, this guy, he's good, like 10 feet. He has a nice little mid-range pull-up, but his free throw shooting is questionable. His 3-ball, he can hit it every now and then, but that's questionable. I don't know if we can depend on him. To me, he's kind of like a bigger Matisse Thybulle type character. He's going to be good, athletic, bouncy. I really would like to see him on a contending team, not really a rebuilding team. So I think around where he's going to go, probably in the 20s, I'm looking at Phoenix. I'm looking at Milwaukee, teams who really want to get athletic. And but for me, it's going to be that 3-point shot. If he can hit it consistently, now we're talking about somebody like Jaden McDaniels. And we've seen how valuable he was for Minnesota, for sure. So I do like Ryan Dunn. He's a great player for sure.
I think that Matisse Thybulle was a good comparison.
So where do y'all kind of project him going?
I'll probably see him going like early 20s, somewhere around there.
Sherm has him at 24.
Oh, I have him going to the Knicks right now.
I can see them picking up a player like that.
Tibbs loves his defensive players for sure.
I was just going to say Tibbs wants somebody that's going to sit in the chair.
Especially if OG, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think a lot of these guys are going to be situational picks too, because a lot of the teams might not per se need exactly you, but if you're fitting the intangibles that some of these coaches love, then you might see some guys that are shocking you. Also, while y'all were talking, I was able to make some kind of connection from Jalen Green to Tyreek Evans. That's a little more complex. Jalen Green played with Jeff Green. Jeff Green played with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant played with Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving played with LeBron. LeBron played with Mario Chalmers. Mario Chalmers played with Tyreek Evans.
Man, you see how far that? Come on, man.
I know.
Come on.
Hey,
Awesome.
ball. Hey, what they say? Word is bond, man. Finesse, you want to give us one of your guys?
Oh, yeah,
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Johnson. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I think a good comparison for your guy coming out of UVA, like
Ryan Dunn.
Ryan Dunn. I was looking at more like Troy Williams. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but he actually comes from the 757, and just like his game and how athletic he was, I don't know if his game is gonna translate as well to the NBA, and especially on the Knicks. I think the Knicks, they need another scoring option, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, like just how they performed in the playoffs. When they off, they kind of need like another option.
Another option
to
to
put the
score.
ball to put the ball into the hole. So that's just
I can see. I was gonna say,
opinion.
could y'all see shades of like a Herb Jones type of guy, or
Yeah, I think Herb Jones is a lot better on defense.
okay.
I mean, but he has potential to get to it.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna say my next name then, because if y'all say Herb Jones is that much better, I'm not even gonna mention J Dub. I was thinking Jaden McDaniels, not J Dub.
Yeah.
Well, that's who I thought. He reminds me a lot of Jaden McDaniels. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I think his play style is a lot more similar to him than Herb. Especially if you can put Ryan Dunn on some smaller guards. I think that would be a valuable asset.
Yeah.
I agree with what you said. Like the Knicks gonna need like more scores, but
They need another
pick
option.
24, 25, where they're picking that, like you're not really gonna find that in this draft class. I think they should spend their picks on some role players, some depth pieces, and then try to look in the trade market or free agency for that next score. You know, try to see if we can bring in Paul George or something like that, right?
Yeah, Paul George not leaving home, man.
I think he is. They
They
don't want to give him that bread.
don't. But
That's gonna be a problem. He
We
won't.
got some people on this podcast. They ain't here tonight, but some people think Paul George is the next Michael Jordan.
Some
He ain't
people
here
think,
tonight.
some people
He ain't
think
here
that
tonight.
Paul George is better than DeMar DeRozan for some reason. He thinks he's just leaps and bounds better than DeMar DeRozan. That's what I meant to say.
yeah. But he not leaps and bounds, but
Some people think he's leaps and bounds.
I want to say he's better. You got a case.
Mm-hmm.
So
In case till I need him to put up a good game in the playoffs.
Who you talking about, PG?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Go ahead, Fed. You give us one, man. Throw us one.
Yeah, I don't like how he did PG, man. Hold up.
Anyway,
I'm gonna go with Donovan Clean because it's interesting to me because like I see the skill, I see the potential, but at the same time, like I really feel like he's really a tosser where he goes. Down the paint, he really what you need in the big man, like pretty much everything you need. I feel like he could probably, knowing how today's big work, they're gonna probably try to want him to throw his jumper a little more, but at the same time, he got everything else. He just going to work on his fouling, man. He just got to stop fouling.
Sharon, what you got?
I love Donovan Clean. I think he's the best interior defender in this class. A lot of comparisons to Rudy Gobert out there. Super tall, excellent at defending the rim. My only question with him is it's the NBA. You're going to have to switch on the perimeter.
I don't think he's switchable.
Especially when you look at the top two teams, they're Eastern Conference teams. You'll have to switch against Jalen Brunson. You'll have to switch against, Jason Tatum, all this stuff, right?
They're going to hunt you.
I just question if he's going to be able to do that. But if you tell me somebody who can just give me 15 and 10, 3 blocks, be solid, I think Klingen's a no-brainer. I think that's why he's projected to go top 2 in the draft. He's one of the safest picks because we know what we're going to get from him. And what we're going to get from him is a good, decent, solid NBA player. And the thing with him is he has good touch. He has good hands. He has some passing feel. I think a lot of teams are intrigued with his offensive upside. A lot of people are trying to see maybe if he can get to that Marc Gasol level, right? Maybe his 3-ball can come around. I spoke about it a couple pods ago. Like he used to shoot a lot of threes in high school, but when he went to UConn, that wasn't what they asked him to do. We'll see if maybe that's something that he can develop later on in his career, similar to like a Brook Lopez or Marc Gasol, like I mentioned. I love Clean. He's one of my favorite players for sure in this draft class.
How does he compare to a player like a Jakob Poeltl type of guy to you? How fair of a comparison do you think that is? Is that a fly?
I mean, I think it's fair, but I mean, listen, they're both tall white centers. Like, you know, I do think a more better comparison for him would be somebody like Ivica Zubac, a little bit more athletic than Jakob Poeltl. And I love Big Zoo out of LA, man. He's one of the most underrated centers in the league. So I think Big Zoo is a better comparison for him. Like I said, if that three ball comes around, I think he's a lot similar to Brook Lopez.
Yeah.
Brook Lopez got to Milwaukee, the role they had him playing. Granted, he's playing next to Giannis, who helps him with some of that rim protection, but Brook Lopez was excellent playing that drop coverage with Mike Budenholzer, shooting threes, defending the rim. He was in Defensive Player of the Year conversation. So I think if that three ball can come around, I see him very, very similar to what Brook Lopez is giving guys.
And remember, Brook Lopez changed his whole play style
to play with Giannis.
He used to be back to the basket, and he never was how he is in the paint now. He was never like that when he was in Brooklyn. He was decent, but he wasn't like that.
I mean,
he was still a scorer first, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I basically share the same sentiment as y'all. You know, he's a heavy big, bro. Like he's almost 300 pounds, like 280 or something. And so getting that, you know, putting him in the pick and roll and getting him out there on guards like Steph Curry, Jaylen Brown. Well, not really Jaylen Brown, but Jalen
Brunson.
Yeah, shit, Jaylen Brown too. What you mean?
Yeah.
But
Finals MVP, ain't it?
Yeah. What you mean? What you mean? But you know, getting him out there on those guards that are a lot shifty, I think that's like it's gonna be a liability for that team. So, but my doppelganger, I guess it was kind of like Brook Lopez, like he developed that shot a little bit more, and I wouldn't even mind seeing a little bit better passing accuracy. You know what I mean? And him to be able to share the ball because he's gonna be a threat down low. They're definitely gonna utilize him down low, but if he can transcend his game to be like a 3-level scorer to score on every level, man, I see an all-star in about 3 years.
Okay. I was gonna say now one thing we do gotta remember, the guy's still young. He's only 20, so he's got a lot of room where he can get a lot better. Even if guys don't start off great initially, they always have a lot of room for growth. Now, my first guy, it may feel like I'm cheating a little bit, but like I said, I'm thinking for my team. Jared McCain is a guy that I'm very high on. What, man? I can't be high on Jared McCain?
Nah,
TikTok boy.
That was one of my guys.
My boy, Mr. TikTok. It depends on where he legitimately measures at. If he's closer to 6'4", like I think he may be, I'm a lot higher on him because they did say everybody in this draft class shrunk. Nobody got taller in this current draft class at the combine. I know that doesn't mean as much as we think it does because, you know, the shoes make him taller, whatever. Yeah, but I like
he's 6'2".
6'2".
He's 6'2". Solid 6'2".
203.
Closer to 6'1", honestly.
Hey, now we ain't gonna demean my man. He's 6'2".
Yeah, we ain't gonna do it. Still a very dynamic shooter. Has the playmaking potential. And, you know, he's a very scrappy defender, but he might not be a point guard, and that's kind of the problem. I think you maybe can develop into a point guard. That's how I always feel. I feel like when you have other intangibles, especially if you want to play defense and can hit a 3-point shot, they're going to find a way to keep you on the court. We've seen it for years with guys like Pat Bev, guys who are just, you know, defenders first, who they keep you on the court or whatever, and they can develop some of the other things. I don't like using Drew Holiday as an example, but current Drew Holiday is a good example of a guy that he might not be the flashiest, but he's not going to give you 8 turnovers a night. He's going to play his role, play great defense, and score the ball when needed. So that's what I feel. I feel like if we get a peek of that, and, you know, I know we're not saying, oh, we got all these superstars in this class, but if he can give you a solid, you know, 10, 12 points a game, 5 or 6 assists, whatever you need, that's solid. He can do those type of things. And the size scares me a little bit, Because if you're 6'2", we talk about this all the time. If you're a smaller type of player, you have to be elite with the ball in your hands. You got to be killing on that. You got to be an AI. That's what everybody think when you that small. You got to be an AI, or you got to be like a Steve Francis, or even Gill wasn't extremely big. He's got to be a killer with the ball in your hands. So if he can develop some of that, or just focus solely on the other side of his game, and I feel like that's going to be a very solid player.
Well, listen, I love Jared McCain. He's one of my favorite players in this class. I think he's a better off the court presence than he is on the court, and I think that goes a long way. You know what I mean? Like he's a very good character guy, very high IQ. You know, he's about the right things. I love that. As far as basketball goes, like you mentioned, he's not exactly the most dynamic presence with the ball in his hands, but he's still good enough, you know, to make some shake. But that's why I like him going. You know, I have him right now going 17 to the Lakers. Wouldn't be surprised also to see him going to the Heat. But just going to these teams where he doesn't have to be the primary option. He can come off the bench. He can play next to a LeBron James. He can play next to a Jimmy Butler. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's how he's going to maximize his strengths as he grows and develops the other parts of his games. I compare him a lot to, you know, some comparison to CJ McCollum there. I don't know if he'll be quite as dynamic as an offensive player as CJ in his prime, but I think that's what you're drafting Jared McCain to be. You know, early CJ McCollum when he was in Portland, coming off the bench, eventually starting a couple years with Dame there. You know, that was somebody who gets to the mid-range, who can knock down an open three, you know, be a secondary playmaker, all that stuff. And I think that's what we're expecting out of Jared McCain. Like I said, it's going to be about situation and fit for him. If he's going to go to a team where he doesn't have to be the number one, if he has 2 or 3 other scoring options next to him, and he can work on the other aspects of his game.
Mm-hmm. What you think, Ills, Fed, my boy, Unc? What y'all thinking?
He's pretty right on with that. I ain't gonna lie to you. This one of the rare times I got to fully agree with Sean. I ain't gonna lie.
You talking about rare?
Johnson, you good? You ready?
Yeah, I mean, he pretty much hit it up on the head. I mean, I think that I think every team can use a three-and-D guy. Yeah. Like that's just
everybody
kind of
every commodity right now.
Every team. So
Bronny James is on the board.
Who?
Andrew Holiday.
Bronny James is on the board.
Listen, you know we need to stop comparing guards who play defense to Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday 6'4", he's strong as an ox. Drew Holiday different breed. Come on now.
Let's compare him. Let's throw out the Pat Bev comparisons. He only like 6 foot. How tall is Pat Bev?
6'1".
Pat Bev like 6'1", 6'2".
He bigger than Pat Bev, but I don't care.
But Pat Bev was scoring like 50 points a game
in high school. Yeah, Pat Bev.
He was different level.
Hey, Pat Bev did have the gang members in the crowd trying to kill him after the games. That's all I'm saying.
He had his game member too, ready to back up.
But yeah, man. All right, Unc, you got one for us, or you want to run it back the other way?
Yeah, man. I mean, this is kind of like a no-brainer, but the guy from Zachary from France, bro.
Zachary Ferrer Rochero, the one that's named after the candy.
I ain't want to butcher it up, but
brother that's named after the candy.
Basically, Ricola, something like that.
They have him as the number 1 player, which is crazy.
Yeah,
over Alabama.
I don't know. Because you know that there was still talks about the big from UConn. I forget his name every fucking time.
Donovan Klinger.
Yeah. That there was a team gonna trade up to try to get him, but yeah, man. I mean, I wasn't able to watch a full game of his yet, but just based off of what I've seen, I mean, bro, he pretty much got the total package. As far as like what you would want, he's not gonna like immediately be like he's not gonna come into the league and be like a Kevin Durant or even that type of caliber player putting up, 16, 17 points a game. Maybe not, but in terms of what you get from a 6'9" wing player who can shoot the ball, he'll be fine. Like I think that's you probably wouldn't build around him immediately, but I say give it a couple of years, and I think that he actually could be one of those type of guys, one of those foreign guys that just kind of come to the league and he got like his own style, like he got like his own style of play, like how a Giannis, he's kind of got to build up a wall for him. Jokic, you got a lot of drop coverage, backdoor cuts, shit like that you got to worry about, pin downs and everything else. Just got eyes everywhere. But like just one of those type of guys who come to the league and they play their own style. But I don't know if he will be a Luka, any one of those superstars that are in the league right now. This is way too early to tell.
Yeah, facts.
And honestly, I think that's the biggest thing with Ricochet right now, and why so many teams have him high on his board is because of his potential. And for me personally, that's the part that scares me about Ricochet. Because yes, you could tell me he has potential to do this, potential to do that, but I haven't seen that just from watching film. I haven't seen that. What I've seen is Harrison Barnes. But if you tell me in a couple years he gets in the lab, he gets in the NBA system, NBA training, he works on his handles, I can also see Jason Tatum. So it's that he has that wide, just range of what type of player he could be. And I think that's why so many teams are intrigued by him, what he could provide. I think the best fit for him would probably be going to San Antonio, the Spurs. They do a great job of developing their players. He gets to play next to Wemby, provide some shooting. But the biggest thing with Ricochet is if he doesn't develop his handle, he's just going to be another 3-and-D guy. And that's fine. Like we said, everybody wants a 3-and-D guy.
He's going to be Nicholas Batum.
I really want to draft Harrison Barnes, Nick Batum with the first overall pick. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think they come down to him, though.
That'd be a little nuts.
If he's going to work for it.
I am fourth quarter screaming why Batum, man.
I just think a big thing with that is that he just showed improvement from, the year 2022, 23, going into 24 and up into the draft. So I think a lot of teams like what they saw, in terms of what he produced this year in that whole France league, obviously. Y'all know how certain people feel about players who play overseas at a very young age and things.
And that's what kills me, though, because it feels like it's a whole different game over there. You see how easy some of these guys come over to the NBA and adjust.
Luka had a lot of questions.
But Luka had a great adjustment. Wemby had a great adjustment. It's some other guys that we're not thinking about that had, pretty easy adjustment. Not easy, but pretty good adjustments when they came over. Rudy Gobert, another guy that adjusted to the NBA game. So it's just, I don't know. I think that's a myth. I just think that's a myth.
At the same time, you got cats like Frank Ntilikina.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Mudiay. Who else I'm thinking about? Dante Exum. Hey, who else I'm thinking about in France? Killian Hayes.
Killian Hayes is French. Hey, I was going to tell y'all, though. Hey, I think that, unpopular opinion, that we'll get back on track. I'll probably talk about it some more later. I think France might have a good silver medal case for this year's Olympics. Have a very solid team once you look at it from front to back.
They medal last year, and then the last time, did they?
I don't know. I didn't. It was the 2020 games, bro.
Canada team to watch too. They got Shea.
Is Shea playing? Okay.
Higgins, Zach Edey might be joining the team. RJ Barrett, all them. So
this team pretty good though. It's headlined by Rudy, Wemby, of course, Frank Ntilikina, Batum, Fournier, and even got trash Killian Hayes out there to come bring the water to the boys.
They was hooping last time. They was in the France be hooping now.
I'm ready to see this France team in a few years with Alex Carr and Zachary Forever Rochero.
Speaking of France, bro, I want to talk about my prospect, my first one, bro.
Go ahead.
I don't know how to say his name. TJ Saloon, bro. Everything we saying about Ricochet, I think he's better than Ricochet. I think Saloon better than Ricochet, man. He cold, bro. He cold. He's 6'8", bouncy, can knock down the three ball right now, man. I think he's going to be the steal of the draft. Right now, I got him going 9 to Memphis. And he's one of those guys, I can see him going as high as 5, or I can even see him falling. But I love Saloon's game, man. I think he's going to be the steal of the draft for sure.
A quick sidebar.
He had him at 8, by the way.
Y'all see how many foreign players are in the draft each year?
Specifically, you see how many French and Serbian guys there are. It's either Soviet Union or France. I don't know what's going on.
France did take a big jump though after winning.
Let me go ahead and knock out my Serbian player.
Hold on. Let me go back to. I know who you gonna say, but hold on, because I did want to mention something about TJ Day Saloon. My brother got a 7-foot wingspan at 6'9". They're making French guys in the lab.
Hey, the thing with Saloon, man. Remember when Giannis was coming out the draft? I'm not trying to be blasphemous. Okay?
You might not, because he is size-wise very comparable.
But when Giannis was coming out the draft, Giannis was like 6'8", long wingspan. He had some raw elements to his game. And then, boom, he gets in the NBA lab. Boom, he develops. And that's what I'm seeing with Saloon. The thing with Saloon, though, he got
a little more polished. Yeah,
he got a 3-ball, and he's more polished. But I think, remember Giannis, he went, 13 in that draft?
Giannis went, I think, like 13 or 14.
That was considered a weak draft, right? And what are we saying about this year? Weak draft. Those are the type of players we need to start looking at.
He's listed at 6'11" now. I think he's grown since he got in the league. Or was he really?
Who, Giannis?
Yeah.
I feel like
Giannis has grown. It's proven. They said that.
He definitely grew.
Talk to us. Man, why my boy The Nasty couldn't be that good, man?
Hey,
that nasty is crazy.
hey, what you call the other one?
What we call him? Al Freaky.
Al Freaky, yeah. Al Freaky and Titico. The boys finna go crazy.
The Nasty and Al Freaky.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Giannis is the only reason I think Greece gonna do pretty good. Giannis finna go crazy in these Olympic rules. I think. What is it like? No 3 seconds in FIBA play, isn't it? It's like no 3 seconds, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe
I don't believe
so.
They
have different. They do have different rules.
Can they grab the ball off the rim still?
Yeah,
it's a bunch.
I remember D Wade was talking about.
I do know it's no 3 seconds in FIBA though, so I think they're doing a FIBA rule. So this man Giannis finna have a field day because he could just stand in the paint all day. He finna have a field day. All right, what you got? I know where you going, and I love it already. So go ahead. Let's get with your next one.
But you don't know, like, I'm questioning this person actually.
Who?
Yeah, let him get
Nikola Topic.
I like him though. I like him.
I don't see it.
I'm questioning him, bro, because all right, he's 6'6", he's strong, he got the height, he got the good body control, but he can't shoot a lick. Like he shoot like 30%, like 28%, and I just don't know how that's gonna translate into the NBA. You pretty much you can't spot up, you can't do anything off ball, so they gotta play through you. And the only thing that you can really do is get to the rim. Now, when he do get to the rim, he's a good finisher, but what's gonna happen when you pass? Like, you can't do nothing off the ball.
Yeah, the defense gonna adjust.
So I don't know. And I seen that he was kind of pretty high. I think he was like in the lottery, and I just don't understand it.
He definitely been rising for sure.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Topic guy. I think he's a decent point guard, but I mean, at a certain point in this year, they had him going top 3, and I just didn't agree with that. Just watching film, like. He's decent, you know. He can break his man down. He gets to the cup, but that shooting is going to be questionable. Yeah. I think his frame too. A lot of people thought that he would have a bit better measurements, but he's 6'6" with a negative wingspan. Right now, I have him going 19 to the Raptors. He is Serbian. The Raptors coach is Serbian, so they got a little connection there. And I think if he goes to the Raptors, man, he'll be able to play alongside guys like Scotty Barnes, set them up for sure. Kind of facilitate. I think that's what I see from him. He's a Josh Giddey type player. Nothing wrong with that. That's a good. Josh Giddey's a good player. But top 3 lottery pick, I just don't see it. Bro. And right now too, he's dealing with the ACL injury, partial tear to his ACL. So I think that might hurt his draft stock a little bit too.
If he don't get in the lab,
I just think you're a Topic guy personally.
If he don't get in the lab and find a jump shot, bro, I just feel like they're gonna get him the Ben Simmons treatment, bro.
Man, Josh Giddey getting the ring this year, bro. Chicago, stand up.
The boys might not even make the playoffs, man.
Play in, let alone play off.
They said that we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Hey, I like Josh Giddey. I think
I do too.
I just feel like if he didn't catch a case, bro, that's
he didn't even catch a case. It was proven he was innocent.
No, he caught the case. He caught the case, bro. It don't matter. He got
I ain't gonna lie,
it.
this one of them. But if
Damn,
you
if he innocent or not.
they gonna see it.
He could be innocent, but he's still a fan,
They gonna
bro.
still get booed
Yeah.
after that.
He's still a fan. I'm not gonna lie.
Some of the comparisons they got with Mr. Topic. What's up with all these Nicolas now? Why is it just as many Nicolas as it is Tyrese's in the NBA?
Let me say this real quick. It's another Nikola in the draft that almost is identical to this one. They both can't shoot. Yeah, they both can't shoot.
Yeah, I like Jerseys though. Jerseys cold.
Why is it gonna be more Nicolas in the NBA than Tyrese's?
I mean, Nicola in Europe is kind of like John over here, man. Like it's a common name.
Like it's gonna be more Nicolas in the NBA than Tyrese's, which is crazy. But some comparisons they give Manu Ginobili, Goran Dragic, or bigger TJ McConnell.
I do like the Dragic comp. I like the Dragic comp.
Yeah, I can see that. I can kind of see TJ a little bit too.
Hey, TJ the King will get into his spot, and he ain't gonna push him off for it either.
Let me tell you that something, bro. This playoff run made TJ McConnell one of the most overrated players in the NBA, bro.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
I don't think he's great, but I think he's better than what I thought he was. I don't think he's great.
I thought he did exactly what he needed to do, man.
I was gonna say he did his thing. I don't think he needs $100 million.
I think he's serviceable.
There we go.
Everybody talking about they wanted TJ McConnell. All this
I don't want a TJ McConnell. I want to win.
That guy, bro.
Shoot, I'll take him back.
He's not. Hey, let me tell you something. He's not that guy. Philly had a horrible defense. Wait, who they played first round?
Knicks.
Milwaukee.
No, the Bucks.
Knicks.
The Bucks.
Oh,
the Bucks had terrible defense. Like he's being guarded by Damian Lillard with one calf. Like, of course he chopped him up. He went against the Knicks. Okay, he's guarding Jalen Brunson. Like nobody. As soon as he went to the Celtics series, he got exposed, and they wasn't playing him no more. Like I'm sorry, like TJ McConnell, good player, but like let's stop.
You skipped over there like that wasn't nothing though, because guarding Jalen Brunson in that run, he was doing
guarding Jalen Brunson is nuts. Jalen Brunson had like 840 pieces this playoffs. Jalen Brunson.
But whenever McConnell,
you don't like Jalen Brunson because he's a smaller version of your guy.
It don't look right.
Ooh, he's talking about Maxey.
Nah, no. Embiid flop just like Brunson do.
No, Embiid don't flop nowhere like that, bro.
Embiid, what?
No, bro. Like stop it.
Embiid do. He just 7 foot.
This
nigga
threw his body into a man backwards.
He's 6 foot tall.
I don't care.
That's what he gotta do.
No, you don't do that.
And a Embiid fan complain about flopping is nasty works, bro. That's nasty works, bro.
And if AI did it, he would have been around a little long.
Bro.
Man, hell no, bro. He gonna hurt somebody and hurt himself too. Bro.
Embiid fall down when nobody touch him, bro.
Yeah, Embiid do be flopping, bro.
Embiid
getting the Shaq comparison, but flopping like he's
bro,
what you call it is insane.
Talk to me like one of your players gonna be doing the same stuff, bro.
I ain't never tried to defend Jimmy.
I'm gonna be quiet.
I know what he do. I've never tried to defend Jimmy. Have you ever heard me defend Jimmy? Don't be flopping like that. You ain't never heard me say that. I know what Jimmy do.
You know who don't flop? Jason Tatum. You know
because he don't realize he's 6'10". Jason Taylor don't realize he's 6'10".
Too mean. Come on.
I'm gonna tell you who don't flop. GG Jackson, man. He don't flop. Mm-hmm.
I can see Jason Tatum having a stat line like Harden had back in the day. Harden shot 1 for 17 for 3. If Tatum could shoot every 3, that he would. But he got to remember that he's 6'10" sometimes.
Where's Harden ring at?
He got to remember that he's 6'10" sometimes.
But the thing that be pissing me off about Embiid, he be flopping with guards though. I don't like that.
Yes.
He be flopping with guards.
When do Embiid ever have a guard on him, bro? Come on, let's be real.
Bro, they
all right, back to it.
I see wings on. I don't see a lot of guards on him.
Cody Williams is another guy that I am very high on. Out of Colorado. Oh, I was gonna come back. My bad. I can lie. Low key forgot. I forgot the order. You want to go ahead? Go ahead. Yeah, I forgot the order. You don't like Cody Williams, though, sir? I don't like the face you made.
He definitely told everything. I'm gonna go Modest Buzelis. I hope I said that. I just feel like, man, he's an interesting prospect, man. Like
this man picked a guy that's projected top 3, by the way.
You know how many people we talked about they've been moving around? Don't go there.
Project the top 3, by the way.
Who?
Bro, somebody dude they was supposed to be going top 3. They started top 20.
Continue, my brother. Just continue.
But yeah, pure bucket, man. But and I wonder. I gotta be honest though. I would like. He's not bad at passing the ball, but I would like to see a little improvement there. And with his defense, just a little bit, a little something. But I feel like he the ceiling is high. You know, potential. That's a word like you said, getting thrown around. But he got a lot of that. He do.
Yeah. They say
My
he put on some
downside,
weight too. They say he
my
getting stronger.
downside with him though is, I gotta take this season because that's the highest level he done played. This G League at night season, he did not look very great with the ball in his hands. He just did look perfect. He looked way better off the ball than with it in his hands this past season.
He was in and out the lineup a little bit though. And when you got the ball in your hand, that do change a lot though.
And I feel like for his strong size to be how he moves without the ball in his hands, you know, a pretty good connected passer and a shooter, supposed to be a shooter. I can't have you being so inefficient, even if it's just G League at night. You know what I'm saying? For these to be things that you're supposed to be strong at, I need them at the levels they're supposed to be at, especially when you 6'8" and supposed to be able to just shoot over soaks. I just need you to be a lot more efficient.
I think his shooting has improved though.
He was always a shooter though. He had an off season last season, but like I said, I'm not gonna compare his last season because you know what I'm saying. I gotta compare it off of what we're seeing right now.
Listen,
go ahead, son.
At the start of the year, at the start of the process, when I started scouting and evaluating players, I was not a big Buzelis fan. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just didn't see it. But the more I watched, the more I would just started interacting with interviews, clips, all that stuff. He's one of my favorite prospects, man. And I think he's going to have a fantastic NBA career, bro. It's all just going to depend on what team he goes to. Right now, I got him going 5th to the Pistons. Earlier, I thought Chicago might be a good fit. But I do think this is the dude. He's 6'9", 6'10". He can shoot, super athletic. The handle, it's not bad, but he's going to have to work on it. But listen, I mean, he's an NBA power forward. NBA power forwards aren't supposed to have a good handle. You know what I'm saying? So we can talk about, he's not a primary ball handler, but that's not his role in the NBA. We're not drafting him to be that. So I think this is a guy he can come in. He can be a decent player. I compare him to Larry Markkinen, Franz Wagner. Maybe not Franz Wagner because the handle is not as good, but definitely Larry Markkinen. I think at the least he could be that type of player.
How you feel about Denny, Av, whatever? I'm bad with names.
This is the problem. This is the trap I had because I love Denny Avdia when he was coming out the draft. And I thought Denny Avdia was going to be a lot better than what he is. I don't think Avdia is a bad player, but
I think he need to get out of Washington.
I think he needs to get out of Washington.
And he's sitting behind Kuz. That's why I told the Sixers need to be looking at, but they don't want to listen to me.
Who?
Denny Avdia. You remember the guy I was telling you from what you call it? From
Look, me and my fellow Sixers been talking about that in the Discord.
My fellows. Okay.
We want him in. We want Kuzma.
Y'all ain't getting both.
Y'all want the whole team, you know?
Y'all want everybody. All right, Johnson, what you got for us on Mr. Buzelis?
I like him. I'm looking. Now y'all might disagree with me, but I'm looking more at his defense than anything.
You muted.
All right, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, you good. You said you're looking at his defense?
Yeah. I'm looking at him more from a defensive. Yeah, his defensive, just how he moves defensively as that tall of a forward at 6'9", 6'10". I like Chet or
You said Chet?
Yeah.
Chet Holmgren?
Yes.
Cheddar cheese.
You're bug.
Hold on. But I'm saying obviously a poor man's version of that. He still got more development to do from the defensive end, from the defensive standpoint. But if he gets his shooting together, be a little bit more consistent, able to find and pick his spots, because he's not a terrible ball handler to be 6'10".
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Most 6'10s in the league, they're not like that with the ball. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
So he get his ball handling together. He's able to create his own shots, pick his spots, and be consistent with his catch and shoots, and still keep the same level of defense. I'm putting him with Chet.
Yeah, he bugged there. I'm not gonna lie to you,
I'm putting him
bro.
with Chet, man. Hey,
The thing with Chet's like 7'2".
I was gonna say, is he not just like 6'8"? Is he 6'10"?
no, yeah, he's 6'10.
Gazelle's 6'10", yeah.
6'10. I'm putting him with Chet, man.
I don't know, man, because Chet has always been very versatile. Chet has always been a 1 through 4 type of defender. I'm not trusting too much on
Chet's
certain
1 through 5.
Think he's 1 through 5?
Protect the rim.
I know he can protect the rim, but it's just like I don't want, if I'm in a one-on-one situation, I don't want Chet on an Embiid. I don't want Chet on an Anthony Davis. Well, I don't know. I think I trust him on Anthony Davis a little bit more. But those dominant interior players, dominant interior players, I don't want Chet on.
That's now. He's a rookie, though.
Yeah.
A lot of these boys don't big boy.
Man, look,
he's a rookie right now. Like, once he put some muscle on, like
I was gonna say, y'all saw one bump from LeBron James broke his foot.
No, that was different.
LeBron broke his foot. I know LeBron is part moves, but still.
Talking about part. Come on now. That's 85%.
But yeah. All right. So back to this Cody Williams thing. Cern, what's up, man? He a young boy, man.
I just don't see it with Cody Williams. To me, he just screams bust. You know, shout out to the kid. Yeah. I just was not impressed by anything I saw from him. He can knock out an outside shot, I guess. When you put the ball in his hands, it doesn't look good. He can get to the rim, I guess, but I'm just not excited by him. I was a lot more excited by his brother, Jalen Williams. But Cody Williams, I just don't see it. I see Kevin Knox, and I'm sorry.
If he got a sprinkle of his brother in him, I think we might be all right.
Yeah. He can prove me wrong. He can end up being a 6-time MVP, 3-time champ. But I just personally, that's not.
Well, let's look at the pluses. Well, he's young being his biggest plus. He's a young guy. He'll be 19 as of draft night. Got pretty good length, 6'8", 7'3" wingspan, solid, great finisher, very confident at the rim. He seems like he's pretty confident in his handle. It's not like he's just going out here gonna get poked, or he's not. I'm not saying he's not gonna get poked, but it don't look like he's just gonna be the type of guy that shies. You know how some guys you could tell when they get the ball in their hands, they gonna look shook. He don't look like that. I think he with the just off of the length, he can be a solid defender just off of the physical tools. You know what I'm saying? So it's always going to be room in there to improve on defense. He just got to get confident shooting a shot.
My thing is, everything you just said, we said it about Kevin Knox too. We said it about Zaire Williams too. I mean, for me, Cody Williams, we put him in the Pac-12. You're on Colorado. You're on a tournament team. He didn't stand out. There was 3 other dudes on the team that was hooping better than him. And you tell me right now I got to spend a top 10 pick by a guy who was the 4th best player on his college team? He didn't stand out at all. Now during the year he did struggle with some injuries. Maybe that set him back a little bit, but I just don't see it. I don't think he has that dog mentality. I think at best he's going to be a 10th man. But like I said, he could prove me wrong. I look forward to it. I got him going to Portland. We'll see what happens, right?
Yeah. I'll speak some to us.
I kind of agree with you, Jarius. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
When you say he got a little bit of his brother.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, you know the pedigree is there. You know the pedigree is there, and I feel like that's what a lot of teams are gonna bank on. But it could be a Lopez brothers type of situation, or you might end up with the Gasol brothers. You just never know. Not a Lopez brother. What am I talking?
It could be Michael Porter and Jonte Porter.
Yeah, there you go. It could also be that, but it's phone died. What you thinking, Johnson?
I don't know why, but I look at him and I see like Justin Holiday.
Justin Holiday.
Yeah, I see Justin Holiday like early on, like Justin Holiday, and that's pretty much it. That's a
good call. That's a good call.
That's pretty much it. Like I just see Justin Holiday. early. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say early, but when he was with the Knicks, pretty much it.
Torian Prince, Justin Holiday. He just don't get it up for me.
Yeah. That's pretty much
like,
it.
he don't get it up.
Get it up is crazy.
Yeah, that is nuts.
Come on now.
Pause
Let the backtrack though.
Yeah.
All right, all right, Els, finesse. The one that somebody throw me a player because all my players are done.
All right, I got.
I said somebody throw a player. Go ahead.
Get Sherm. I thought he was going to order, boy.
I'm not shit, bro. Y'all keep up with this order, man. I'm just saying,
ahead,
somebody throw us a
don't
player.
worry about that, man. Go ahead.
Come on, sir.
Listen, man, I can't believe y'all left him out of here, bro. The best player in this draft class. Y'all ain't mentioned him yet. Give me Reed Shepherd out of Kentucky, boy. I'm cooking, bro. Next Steve Nash. Next Chris Paul.
Next Steve Nash.
The next
Is it
Steve
because he
Nash.
white?
Next Mario Thomas.
Is it because he white?
I mean, I said Chris Paul too, didn't I? Thank you.
Chris Paul ain't all the way. Never mind.
Reed Shepherd. I think he's the best passer, like hit-ahead passer in this draft class. I think he's the best shooter in this draft class. The thing with him that people are knocking him on is his frame. He's 6'1", but his measurements at the combine, his measurements at the combine were very, very similar to Steph Curry's measurements. And Steph Curry's a small player, but Steph Curry survives in the NBA. Obviously, he survives in the NBA, right?
But Steph Curry's small is a different. Oh my God, Steph Curry's small is a different kind of small. But Steph is still like 6'3".
No, they're the same height, bro.
No way.
I told you they measured the same thing. Steph Curry at the combine and Reed Shepherd at the combine. They measured the same exact thing, bro. Same height, same wingspan, all that stuff. The thing with Reed Shepherd, he had one of the highest vertical leaps at the combine. So this is a guy, he's super athletic. He's super gritty on the defensive end. He's had so many steals. I think he had 5 games in college. 5 games with 5 steals. That's just unheard of, especially from a 6'1" player. And this is a guy, he was coming off the bench at Kentucky and producing. Now imagine what he would have done if he had a starting role. I think we'd be talking about him a whole lot differently. But he was coming off the bench playing next to Rob Dunham. He wasn't able to show everything that he has to his game. I think Reed Shepherd, he's going to come to an NBA system, especially if he goes to the Spurs with Wemby. Man, watch out. That's all I'm going to say. Watch out.
Yeah.
You
brought up a good point though, Sharon. When you talk about the defense though, and compare him to Chris Paul, because a lot of people don't remember Chris Paul gets steals now. Chris Paul, he a little pit bull now. He annoying. He gonna get steals.
He a funny looking fella too.
Okay, I ain't see that.
My bad.
We hate on Chris Paul, bro.
I don't hate Chris Paul. I actually love Chris Paul. I really do. I feel bad that he probably ain't gonna never get a ring, but it is what it is.
I feel like he's the last of a dying breed.
He definitely is.
But I feel like it is some more on the way though, but not many.
Yeah.
Oh, you got anything for us?
I had one last one.
Me too.
Somebody go ahead.
I like Johnny Furphy.
Ooh, good one.
From Kansas.
Bro.
Good one.
And bro, 6'9", he's a shooter. I like him for I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like him for my team. Like
I knew it.
I mean, it is the point of this.
Because he can play the 3, he can play the 4. He got good rotational defense, athletic. He's what you want for your forward. And that's what we need, especially getting rid of Tobias Harris. And he shoot like 40% from the 3. So I mean,
do you just hate Tobias Harris? Question mark.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Absolutely.
I thought he made that very clear. I thought y'all was on the same page.
Just checking.
Man, I got a weakness, bro. I got a weakness with draft prospects. It's lanky white boys who can shoot and who have athleticism. I got a weakness. I love Kevin Herter. I love Dante DiVincenzo. I love Grady Dick. And I love Christian Brown.
I love Grady Dick too, though. Pause.
I love Johnny Furphy, man. Like he's a dog, bro. He's a dog. And the biggest thing with me
for the milk.
You feel me, bro? That's what I'm like.
It's like his weakness for that girl for Cam Brink.
Yo, what's up with you?
Cam Brink, get healthy,
Hey man, Cam Brink.
Yeah,
He's
the
all
thing with
around with the
Hurts-
milk, ain't it? Okay.
Hey,
the thing with
that
Hurts
boy.
is gonna be his frame, bro. That boy's skinny as I don't know what, and that's gonna be my biggest issue. That's why you brought up Philly. I don't think he needs to go to a team like Philly because, I mean, if they're going to depend on
Y'all
him and
fans
play
are
on,
ruthless.
he's not going to survive.
They're
He
gonna
needs to
be-
go somewhere where he can develop. Right now, I have him going 18 to the Orlando Magic. I think that would be a good situation for him. I think the Pelicans too would be a good situation for him. Just somewhere where he can play a couple minutes, but he's not being dependent on. Until
Man, the Pelicans piss me off.
Why?
I don't even want to. I like the Magic because man, I feel like they got a hidden gem sitting on that bench, man.
Who?
Jordan Hawkins. I love it.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
I love
agree.
Jordan Hawkins.
I agree.
Hey, Mister. I only watch Caitlin Clark, Cam Brink, Sophie Cunningham, and Kelsey Plum. You be quiet, Mister. You be quiet, Mister Milkman.
That's crazy.
You be quiet.
He all around with the milk, boy.
You know what I'm saying? That boy like milks in different size jugs. I salute him though. He consistent. He's consistent. Serm has never been inconsistent with any of his takes. And if he say something once, he will say it again. So I gotta give him credit for that. He does not. If he makes a take, he's not gonna take it back. He will go back and correct it, but he's never gonna just come out and say he never said it. So I gotta salute for that. Oh man, what else we got on the draft, fellas?
Rob Dillingham.
I mean, talk to me. I'm with it. I like Rob.
Because I ain't named a guard yet, so I figured I'd name a guard.
You said Rob Dillingham.
Do we need to go into too many details with him? Because if not, I got a guard to rebuttal your guard.
I got one too.
And Finesse, I was gonna say Finesse. We saw this guy in person, Isaiah Collier. We saw him play in person.
Nah, he'll interesting one. Isaiah. I don't know. We'll get back to him though.
He's very fun to watch. I will give him that. He passed the eye test. But once you really dig into it, that's when you get the problems. Yeah, but he definitely passes the eye test.
I like Collier, man. I do.
Yeah.
Because he ain't gonna go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said for him, it's gonna be situational. Like what team he is drafted to, if they're gonna develop in the right way. But I do like his game, but he got some things he got to iron out.
Because you know what he remind me of? He reminds me of like and I like the comp they put on here. They put a Baron Davis type of guy. He look like he's fast, he's strong, he gonna handle the rock, gonna finish around the rim, good vision. He's just all offense. That defense ain't there. He turned the ball over and is not a great 3-point shooter. Okay. And that's kind of tough out of a guard that's only what is he like 6'2"? That's gonna be a tough.
6'3",
6'4".
Ain't nobody growing this class. Let me go look up his measurables.
Hold on. I
don't know why, but the way Rob dribbled the ball reminded me of Cam Thomas. I don't know why.
Oh, they got him 6'2", 205.
I was just gonna say I knew he didn't grow.
Yeah, I got him going to the Pelicans. There's been a lot of reports that Pelicans are really, really high on him.
They got to play on
their point guard.
Yeah, they definitely
play. They can't get him and not play.
He'll play over Jordan Hawkins, that's for sure.
When Hawkins got his minutes, man, he showed why he got drafted.
J-Hawk just need to get out there and spot up.
I like Hawkins, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. I like that Isaiah Collier next to Zion though. Very, very, very athletic.
I like that too.
Let's talk about Rob with the shifts, man.
Rob is like that. Rob is like that for sure, but I don't know, man.
My thing with Rob, and it's crazy. Like at the start of the process, I had him like my 5th favorite prospect, and the more I watch some of these other guards, I'm like, I just keep putting them above Rob because I just don't know if he's gonna have that defense, if he's gonna be able to like just be efficient, if he's gonna be able to be a playmaker, or if he's just a scorer. Because that's the thing. That's why I started deciding guys like Reed Shepard above him, Devin Carter, who was one of the guards I wanted to mention. Devin Carter, I have him above him because of defense. But my thing with Rob, like he's cold. Like you can watch him. Like he's a 3-level bucket scorer. I just don't know. Is he gonna be just a Lou Williams, Jamal Crawford, or is he gonna accelerate, get to that John Wall level.
But we naming Hall of Famers though, so it's
but-
something there. But you know what he
Makes
looks like
sense.
though. You know what he looks like though. If you
Who?
ever just kind of pay, he don't look like a poor man Tyrese Maxey to y'all. He ain't.
I can see what he said there with
He ain't the best of defenders, but he gonna put in his effort. He gonna get bodied, but he's also gonna come back at you, try and get a bucket at you.
But the thing with Rob is it's super pivotal.
I think he's better than Max.
Oh wow,
Bro, it's so pivotal where he goes.
Sherm, stop your shit, bro.
I was about to say that's huge.
that is crazy.
He can't go nowhere where they try to change his play
That's
style.
huge.
Some of the shades of are looking like Maxey, Simons. I don't see the Emmanuel quickly per se, but I do see the Simons and Maxey though. But that's because I don't watch enough quickly. So that's
I
me.
He's better than Max.
more than Simon. I ain't gonna lie.
Why you? What's up with you and
That's the
Tyrese
thing with
Maxey?
Rob. That's the thing with Rob. Like, you gonna bet on his athleticism overall. And I mean, like I said, this guy's a go-to scorer. Like in the SEC, he was frying cats left and right, bro. I really dig his game. I just don't know if the rest of it's going to develop. Like, are we looking at a Cam Thomas? Or are we looking at a John Wall, De'Aaron Fox, John Morant type of player? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he need a fire coach that'll let him be him, but also give him instruction. You know what I'm saying?
I will say with Rob, like, he can pass, but he's not a playmaker. And that's my thing. Now, so now you put him at the 2. I think that's why we're seeing a lot of the Maxey IQ comparisons. Because, yes, those are guys who play point guard, but they're not necessarily point guards.
Right.
They're scorers. They're secondary creators, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Where we at, y'all? Where we at? I'm feeling it now. What y'all thinking?
OKC to the chip, that's what I'm thinking.
All right. Glad we can end these talks now.
That's crazy.
He
I
said,
bet they go
okay,
first.
see.
Hey,
No, I'm not
Yes,
even
sir.
an OKC hater. I want to talk about how
Let me
y'all
get some-
fleeced the Bulls.
let me get some honorable mentions real
I
quick.
don't want to do that shirt.
I would also like to do an honorable mention.
Go ahead.
Again, y'all probably not gonna agree with this, but I like what I saw from Bronny James. I know.
I do too. Sherm don't.
I agree.
I know people. I know people. They're just like, okay, well, you know what? He's not ready. He's not necessarily ready to be, because he's kind of like an in between player. He hasn't really found that niche to be a true point guard or a actual scoring threat at the 2. But what I think he brings to the game and what he will have at his disposal immediately once he gets taken, number 55 going to the Lakers in the second round. Once he gets taken,
22 to the Suns.
absolutely not.
Is it 22 with the Suns? Or where we at with the Suns?
Do that, man. They wild.
Are they really?
That's a crazy.
I would like to see him. I would like to see him in Phoenix over LA though.
No, it's not. It's not drafting him as talent is a problem. It's the taking him that early.
Yeah,
I don't think he's not leaving out the first round. I mean, he's not leaving out the first round.
I don't think so either.
What would you rather see him, Phoenix or LA?
Really? I ain't gonna lie.
I'd rather see him in Phoenix. I don't want to see a LeBron and Bronny every night type of thing. But I also feel like he can learn better in LA.
I think that
Phoenix.
with the amount that he would have at his disposal, with all the other NBA legends that are there, that he can actually pick their brains. His father being one of the best. We're not gonna get up on that, but his father being who he is, still being relevant at that age and taking care of his body, the nutritional factor of it,
The best.
and the comparisons that you draw now, not necessarily what you see from the offensive standpoint, but on the defensive end, because every team needs defensive wings. He's a little bit undersized, yes, but still serviceable to take in the draft. So I like what I see. I love it. I think that he will be, if everything pans out the way it's supposed to be, he's supposed to be a Drew Holiday-ish type of player. Type of player. Maybe I say give it 3.5 years. 3.5 years, 4 years, you will start to see a lot more glimpses of Drew Holiday.
What are we doing here, bro? Listen, Listen, I'll
That's
say
because
this.
Jordan your GOAT, bro. That's why. If Jordan
I'll say
your
this,
GOAT, you'll be it.
I actually do like Bronny. I'm not gonna lie. I like Bronny. He's a good player. But Bronny should have went back to college for another year or two,
Oh yeah, for sure.
and then he should have entered the draft. He's not a finished product right now at all. He doesn't deserve to be drafted. The only reason we're gonna hear his name called is because of what his name is, LeBron James Jr. That's the only reason. And I'm not knocking Bronny. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm not saying he's never going to develop. I just think he's not that guy right now. He's not that guy right now. And we're talking about first round, 22 to the Suns. Like, no way. There's 30 better players than him that I would take. The only reason he's going to get drafted is because his name is LeBron James Jr.
Let's not act like he don't have no
That's-
talent, Sean. Come on.
I didn't say he don't got talent, but there's a lot of dudes who have talent who go undrafted. There's a lot of dudes who have talent who go in the second round and never sniff the NBA court. Okay, and I think that's what we're gonna see with Bronny.
I just think that even with the comparisons that you draw from Zachary from France and what the projection could be, obviously his ceiling looks a hell of a lot higher because he is 6'9", he can't shoot the ball, and he's been playing with other professionals at such a young age coming into the NBA or coming into the draft. But what this guy is going to have at his disposal is probably going to be like nothing that you have ever seen. So long as I think that he will put in the work, which I do think he will do, and just be his own person. He knows exactly what his strengths and his weaknesses are. And I think he's still working on that. So I think at the very least in the second round, teams, you would be a fool not to take him. You'd be a fool not to take him. And yes, like I look at him and when Austin Rivers, when he got drafted, I think he got drafted number 10. Like come on now.
Yeah, but here's the thing with Austin Rivers. Austin Rivers was a top high school recruit. Austin Rivers was the number one option on the Duke team. Okay, and Austin Rivers was producing in college. And I think
but he got his big. He destroyed the Clippers. He destroyed the Clippers.
Austin Rivers wasn't even a bad NBA player. Like, he's a good serviceable role player.
Oh no, he wasn't, but he did destroy the Clippers though.
And I mean, like even at Duke, what Austin Rivers averaged like
chill out, man. God, dog.
Well, Austin averaged like 15, 16 points, and we know where he got drafted to for what reason.
He was supposed to be the duo between him and Anthony Davis.
I think my thing with Bronny, he wasn't a top 10, 15, 20 high school recruit. He wasn't producing in the college system, which, by the way, they kind of needed him to step up because USC was trash.
Yeah.
Okay. He wasn't producing. Now, he had his medical things, all that stuff. I wish he would have went back to college. I think he would have been a first-round pick if he had went back to school. But now I think he's just going to be a second-round pick. He's going to be in the G League for a couple years. He's going to be in the NBA rotation at some point in his career. He's going to be a fine player. But I think if he went back to college another year, we're talking about maybe a starting NBA player. What it is.
Yeah, because remember Donovan Mitchell went back.
Hey man, you know who else was taken in the second round?
Go Jokic.
Hey man, and that man out Draymond Green. I forget that.
But hey, okay, I'm glad you said that. Draymond Green was Big Ten Player of the Year. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's levels to this. It's really levels to this. Draymond Green was hooping in college.
I understand that, but transitioning into the NBA, a lot of teams passed up on that. A lot of teams did not see that transitioning well into what the game was being played and how the game was being played at that time. So I'm not saying that Bronny James is going to come into the league and win 4 championships. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that his game, in terms of him, I don't think he's that far from being a traditional 3-and-D guard. And I think we can all agree every team can use a 3-and-D guard. You know what I mean? And his defensive instincts, what he actually brings in terms of energy, based off of what I saw. He's a pickup. He's a pickup to me. He's my sleeper pick. He would be my sleeper pick. I think the teams, not in the first round, but in the second round, I wouldn't pass up.
So let me ask you this:
Mm.
If his name was Leroy Williams, would you be saying all this?
No, but it's
no.
LeBron's
Right,
son. Of course we gonna. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
But
No, hold on. It doesn't matter. It's the fake. It's the place. It's the person he born with. You can't help who was your parents. Like what? Get out of here. Of course he has the best. Of course he has the best opportunity because he has the best things at his disposal. He has the best stuff. Yes, I don't care. I don't care that all of them going to the league. All of them daddy ain't scored 43,000 points and got access to every single keys to a gym on this planet. It is not the same. I hate. Stop doing that.
Wait.
Go ahead.
You misconstrue it, and maybe I didn't put it out the right way, but you misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm by no means saying.
I know you're talking about the prospect, but because he's LeBron James' son, it's certain things that he's going to have that other people aren't gonna have, and that's what we're talking about.
Hey,
it's certain stuff.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm by no means saying he don't deserve to be at the spot. I'm by no means saying that because he has an NBA player for a father, that's going to set him apart. All I'm saying is, from a prospect perspective, there's so many other prospects that if they had exactly what Bronny James, if they had his exact same stats, his exact same build, his exact same profile, nobody would even think about drafting.
But that portion of it is irrelevant because the last name does matter. I think the last name has always mattered over the last 35 to 40.
How does it matter?
Years.
If it matters, how come Seth Curry was undrafted second round pick, whatever he was, bouncing around the league, all that stuff?
Yeah, but Seth Curry still made it to the league, and Seth Curry, he was still a serviceable shooter. So I'm just saying with Bronny James, I wouldn't even say that Bronny James is a better shooter than Seth. But at the same time,
I think Seth Curry produced more in college than Bronny James did.
Absolutely. But the last name matters. I think the last name of James is a little bit more prevalent in what you will get than Curry. That's just me. All right? That's just me in my opinion. You know that LeBron James, the greatest NBA player to have ever touched a basketball, is going to be in the vicinity of his son and producing and developing him. So even if there's a possibility that he can be 40% of what LeBron is, it's worth a pick. That's it. 40%.
Because I ain't gonna lie, we ain't even seen LeBron James Jr. for real. Bronny ain't LeBron James Jr. for real. LeBron James Jr. playing 17U Team USA next to them Boozer boys and Gil's son and Kyan Anthony with the Banana Boat Part 2. So we ain't even seen LeBron James Jr. for real. Mm. We just seeing his oldest son. If we wanna be.
Well, don't forget Michael Jordan did have kids too.
What they suck?
What Magic Johnson doing right now?
Magic Johnson got kids too.
What D-Wade's son doing right now?
Smoking weed and chilling with his daughter.
My point.
I feel like name matters, but to a certain degree, though. If I'm being honest.
It does. It matters a lot.
But to a certain degree, though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but I think that Bronny is serviceable enough to where his last name can get him in certain doors. Like, let's just be like, okay, Bronny James, he averaged 2 points a game in high school and 3 points in college or whatever the case may be, and he showed no type of signs of defensive efficiency and playing defense on an NBA level. This is coming from NBA scouts. Playing defense on an NBA level, but he's just a half and half type of player. I don't think that even if his last name was LeBron James, I'm gonna be honest with you, people probably would have told him to quit already. I'm just saying.
I think that's a good point to end for y'all. Get my blood pressure up. I'm sorry. If my dad LeBron James, I don't give a piss either. Draft me. You know what I'm getting. You know what
you're Yo.
What?
Breaking news. The Brooklyn Nets have agreed on a trade to send Mikal Bridges to the New York Knicks.
I was just looking at that. Man.
No way! Oh my god! Whoa!
Yo.
Hold on! I just saw this.
Oh, now we gotta talk about it.
Oh god! To the Knicks, they sent them across the street.
So that means OG gone.
It's draft piece, man.
OG's gone.
That's a good pickup because they were struggling. They were struggling with the contracts for OG. He wanted too much money.
Yeah, I knew that wasn't.
That's tough.
The Knicks sent them 7 picks.
That's a lot of picks they just sent.
And 7 firsts and 2 seconds.
They sent him almost like a superstar package.
That's insane.
Bro, what? So I ain't gonna lie. So now they look smart for not taking the 3 first-round picks for them before. They look really smart now.
Oh yeah, the Knicks.
Mikal Bridges to get a ring before Jimmy Butler. Oh yes,
oh my god! Wipe your mouth.
That's crazy.
All right, so now we. All right, we gotta talk about it. So they look extremely smart now because they ended up getting back uno, dos, tres, cuatro. They got 4. Is that 4 picks? 1, 2. Yeah, they got 4 picks.
No, bruh.
No, is that 6 picks? Hold on.
They got 6 picks, a swap, in 2 seconds.
Yeah, they got a load, man. But
was that just pick for player? That was it.
What?
Did they just do picks for the player, or they? Oh no, players involved. Okay. For Bogey was in there. Bojan Bogdanovich.
Oh,
they just got him to flip Boban into Mikal Bridges is amazing because Boban is solid, but they were able to flip Boban into Mikal Bridges, and I'm not mad at it.
So if they traded him for Bogdanovich, that means they could probably still re-sign OG or OG.
Yeah, because Bogan was getting a lot of bread. I think they did this in preparation, but they might use this as a selling point to bring OG back.
Nah, OG wants his bread.
Bro, my only thing about Mikal, though, what made him what he was in Brooklyn is that he had all the free space to do what he wanted.
But what made him in Phoenix was being a good second or third option. So he back to that.
All that y'all was talking about what Brody is, that's Mikal Bridges times 10.
It really is Mikal Bridges.
3-and-D.
I think you're gonna have to see how it works. I gotta see what other moves the Knicks gonna make because I feel like they're gonna do something.
That's it. You don't gotta make nothing else. You don't want.
I mean,
Pat Riley at a coma right now, boy.
You just fleeced. Hey, bro, we finna sign OG Anunoby. I don't want him.
Well, what money?
I'm not gonna say I don't want him. It's just, bro, his biggest thing is what is always our Achilles heel, injuries.
Well, what money y'all finna sign him though? Thank you.
The money we not giving Jimmy Butler.
So he gonna be awesome.
Next question, man.
I'm just
getting past my bedtime.
That was kind of wild. Y'all really ain't going nowhere.
Hey, bro, can you hush? Y'all fleeced the team earlier this week. We didn't forget. Y'all got Alex Caruso for a pedo.
I told you I put the call in, man.
I don't think that was a fleece, bro.
I don't think it was a fleece either. But I do think they could have asked for a pick.
I mean, I think they could have got a lot more draft picks, but it seems like Chicago wasn't valuing draft picks. I think Chicago wanted a good quality player, and I think they view Josh Giddey as a good quality player.
Before you go, can I ask you a question that we've been talking about all week too?
Who?
Where do you? So I never asked you. If Lonzo is able to return, what is the ceiling for this new version of Lonzo?
Man, that boy Lonzo finna be waived. He finna be waived and stretched. He finna sign with Charlotte for a minimum contract, and he's gonna be a backup point guard. Listen. You remember when Isaiah Thomas came back from his injuries and he was in Cleveland?
Yeah, I do.
That's listen, no offense to Lonzo. I love Lonzo, but that need just ain't right.
But somebody told me I was tripping for saying that if he can salvage into a Sean Livingston, then he was able to salvage a lot of stuff. They told me that Lonzo was still going to be a superstar level player. I said no. What made Lonzo special when he was special was that he had a nice solid jump shot and had a 40-inch vert. Mike Korzimba is not an accurate comparison now, but Mike Korzimba made a video saying this is Steph Curry with a 40-inch vert. a lot of his game was revolved around him having that 40-inch vert and being extremely smart. He's not gonna be able to move laterally like he used to no more. The man had a whole he had a what you call it else. He had a you know what plastic. He got a whole new leg.
Oh, we talking about Lonzo?
Yeah. Don't say it, but we know what kind of plastic he had.
Bro, Lonzo playing defense too, though. I can't lie.
Exactly. Now, how he gonna slide them feet with a new knee?
My bad.
He one bad twist away from retirement. Good.
Yeah.
Did you hear the Mikal Bridges trade?
Yeah, that's bullshit.
How does it feel to be a Sixers fan? Els is just going through. Well, Els, y'all might get OG.
I got a question too for the East players.
I wouldn't mind taking OG.
Talk to them.
Bro, so what moves are the rest of the East team contenders making, man? Real talk.
It ain't
I
gonna
have
matter.
no clue. It's really not.
I'm not asking. Okay, I'm not asking. Sharon.
I'm saying it's really not though. He's not lying. I don't know what else.
Let's be real though. You know these GMs not finna sit pat and just be like.
Nobody got money though. The only top team with money is Philly.
Hey,
but you gotta have dance partners. Everybody's not willing to dance. That's the problem.
I do think.
Are y'all willing to pay OG close to $100 million?
That's Els. We ain't got that.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking to. Els, y'all willing to pay OG close to $100 million?
I'm willing to pay a healthy OG, but I don't know if he's gonna be healthy.
Come on, man.
Come on, bro. Stop acting like OG a scrub. Move around.
Yeah,
I ain't say that.
Like to be honest with you, yeah, I'll probably get to him.
I would too, Johnson. That's a crazy question. Don't act like OG a scrub.
Come on, man.
Don't act like OG a scrub.
But bro, look at the rest of the people that's getting it. Like, bro, you get old ass Paul George. I mean, not Paul George. Old ass Jimmy Butler, bro. Like, come on now.
Because if y'all could get OG Anunoby too, y'all greedy little Celtics would snatch him up too. We know how y'all get out.
And where would he go? Where would he play?
Does it matter? Y'all niggas greedy.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Y'all had a roster of Robin Williams and what you calling in y'all front and Al Horford. Who else y'all had? Y'all had somebody else. Y'all had a bunch of players in your front court, and we all like, what is he? Y'all had Malcolm Brogdon at one point in time, Grant Williams before he was washed. Y'all greedy. Y'all would have snatched him up too.
Yeah. But my the point that I'm trying to make is that with what the Celtics, because obviously teams is just like the goal is to literally make your team better every year. Where would he play?
Does it matter? I think y'all would snatch him up to keep him from anywhere else.
No,
the man
$100 million. No.
I mean, I'm not saying for $100 million, Johnson. I'm saying if you had the opportunity to get him and you say I'll come sign to the Celtics, you telling me you gonna tell OG Anunoby no?
Well, yeah, but I'm saying
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it don't matter about the money right now. If he say he want to come play for them days in the third, he gonna go.
Yeah, but we're talking about like a far-fetched hypothetical. I'm saying like what his going rate. Let's just say he wanted to lower his going rate by $20 million. Y'all about to pay him $80 million over 3 years.
Most teams that need it, yes. Well, man, we finna get out of here because y'all done brought my blood pressure.
That's not a bad contract,
nice, bro. OG a hooper, bro.
OG was legitimately the second or third option on this team for half a season. Played his behind off, gave you 15 points a game, and shot dang near 40% from three. That's all you can ask for, especially out of a second to third option.
Are you paying him $100 million over 3 years?
Yes, most teams are.
Yeah,
you're gonna pay.
That's what these bro. Like I don't like these.
Man, didn't you just see?
All right, so look.
I don't think most teams are. I'm just saying
these numbers now, like. They
Did you just see what?
But a lot of these players, this is what they getting now. Bro.
Scotty just got 270. It ain't never been all NBA. Scotty just got 270.
Who you talking about?
Scotty Barnes just got $270 million. Tyrese Halliburton got what? 250 or 205, something like that. LaMelo don't hardly play. LaMelo don't hardly play and got 250. It doesn't matter. They gonna bank on this potential,
bro.
But look, man, we finna wrap it up, man. We just finna wrap it up. Y'all doing it. All right, man. Everybody, let's sign off. Uncle Sharon, talk to me.
Hey, man. Shout out to Caitlin Clark. She doing her thing. She needs some help, bro.
Boo!
Jason Tatum. And shout out to my Florida Panthers, Stanley Cup champions. Stand up. You know what I'm saying? My Braves got a chip in 21. My Celtics got a chip. My Panthers got a chip. I'm just waiting on my Chargers, man. That's it.
You go for everybody.
All right. Finesse, talk to me. Yeah, you're going to be waiting a long time. Right, Finesse, talk to me.
Let's go injuries, man. Let's go, man. Shit, dog.
Bohagen.
Who?
Oh, you seen what she just did? Don't do that.
That WNBA shit boring as hell, bro.
Oh my gosh, please stop. We gonna get canceled.
That shit boring as hell, man.
We gonna get canceled.
You see, he over here talking about Angel Reese. Angel Reese double dribble and traveling in one.
Angel Reese, bro. Hey, Cardozo moved me more. Cardozo moved me more than Angel Reese.
All right. Johnson.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all for having me on, man. This was fun. Shout out to the Celtics. You already know. Shout out to Caitlin Clark. I ain't gonna say it's boring, but you know, she definitely needs some help. But yeah, man, this is fun. This is definitely fun.
Gotta come back, man. I'm fighting for my life over here, though.
That's crazy.
Without further ado, man, I only got an outro, man. Y'all have a good one.